The Prophecies of Michael Nostradamus, Century 2. English. Towards Gascony by English assaults, by the same shall be made great incursions, rains, frosts, shall mar the ground. Port Ceylon shall make strong invasions. Anat. 3 prophecies are contained in this stanza: the first, that the English shall make an incursion in Gascony; the second, that there shall be a great dearth by rains and frosts; the third, that the Turks shall make great incursion. English. The glue head shall do the white head as much harm as France hath done it good, dead at the sails yard, a great one hanged on a tree, when a king taken by his own, shall say, how much? Anat. I did never find that word of glue head before in any author, and I believe if Cotgrave were alive again, it would puzzle him to give the interpretation thereof. The third and fourth signify that one shall be hanged on the sails yard, and another on a tree, when a king shall be taken by his own men, and shall say how much? That is, how much money shall I give you to set me free? English. By the heat of the sun upon the sea of Negerpont, the fishes shall be half broiled, the inhabitants shall come to cut them up, when Rhodes and Genoa shall want biscake. Anat. Negerpont is an island of the archipelago near Moria, anciently called Euboea. Rhodes is another island, and Genoa a city in Italy, by the seaside. The rest is plain. English. From Monaco as far as Sicily, all the sea-coast shall be left desolate, there shall not be suburbs, cities, nor towns, which shall not be pillaged and plundered by barbarians. Anat. Monaco is a town seated by the seaside in Italy, between Provence and Genoa. This prophecy hath been once already fulfilled, when the famous pirate Barbarossa, being sent by the Grand Seigneur to help the French king against the Emperor Charles V, in his return home, plundered all that coast, and carried away an innumerable multitude of people into slavery. English. When in a fish, iron and a letter shall be shut up, he shall go out that afterwards shall make war, he shall have his fleet by sea well provided, appearing by the Roman land. Anat. The words and the sense are plain. English. Near the gates and within 2 cities shall be 2 scourges, I never saw the like, famine, within plague, people thrust out by the sword, shall cry for help to the great God immortal. Anat. This needeth no interpretation. English. Among many that shall be transported into the islands, one shall be born with 2 teeth in his mouth, they shall die of hunger, the trees shall be eaten, they shall have a new king, who shall make new laws for them. Anat. This is so plain, that it needeth no explication. English. Churches consecrated, and the ancient Roman way, shall reject the tottering foundations, sticking to their first humane laws, expelling, but not altogether the worshipping of saints. Anat. This prophecy is concerning the beginning of the Reformed religion, when the Roman Church rejected it, yet nevertheless, for shame they left off many of their fopperies, for ever since they never appeared so great worshippers of saints as before. English. 9 years shall the lean one keep the kingdom in peace, then he will fall into such a bloody thirst, that a great people shall die without faith or law, he shall be killed by one milder than himself. Anat. It is a lean man that shall keep in peace the kingdom, for the space of 9 years, and then shall become cruel, so that he shall put to death many people without law, or regard of his promise. English. Before it be long, all shall be set in order, we look for a sinister age, the state of the vizards and of the alone shall be changed, they shall find few that will keep their ranks. Anat. All the difficulty of this consisteth in what he meaneth by the vizard and alone. For my part, I believe he aimeth at the popish clergy and monks, the first by reason of their hypocrisy, the other by reason of their solitariness. The rest is plain. English. The eldest son of Aleisnir shall prosper, being raised to the degree of the great ones, every one shall fear his high glory, but his children shall be cast out. Anat. This is an horoscope, for the interpretation of which we are beholding to Mr. Manasseh of Amiens, who saith that the father of the Lord's Elineers writ to Nostradamus his friend, to know his children's fortune, who sent him those 4 verses for an answer, by which it is evident that the eldest should be an eminent man, as it fell out, being one of the chiefest men in the province of Anjou, and one of the chiefest instruments to make peace between Louis XIII and his mother Mary of Medicis, after the battle of Pont-de-Sceaux. The 4th verse saith, that some of his other children should be expelled the kingdom, as it happened by reason of a false report raised against one of them, which compelled him to retire into Portugal till the truth was known, as it was afterwards to his great repute and honor. English. Eyes shut, shall be opened by an antic fancy, the cloths of the alone shall be brought to nothing. The great monarch shall punish their frenzy, for having ravished the treasure of the temple before. Not. I can fasten this upon no body, but upon some monks, which are called here the alone, because of their solitary life, who shall be punished by a king, for having robbed the church. English. The body without the soul shall be no more admitted in sacrifice, the day of the death shall be put for the birthday, the divine spirit shall make the soul happy, by seeing the word in its eternity. Not. The 1st verse seemed to prophesy the reformation of religion, and the change of opinion concerning the Lord's Supper, which should be no more a sacrifice, as the Roman Church calleth the Mass, of a body without a soul, but only a commemoration of the Lord's death, as the 2nd verse confirmeth, saying, the day of the death shall be put for the birthday, seeing, that by the commemoration of that death, we are renewed into a newness of life, and as it were born again. The last 2 verse are easy. English. At Tours, Jean, Giorgio, shall be piercing eyes, who shall discover along the great siren, she and her attendants shall enter into the port, by a fight shall be thrust out the sovereign power. Not. Tours, Jean, and Giorgio are cities upon the river of Loire, which is called here the Great Siren, because of the length of its course. The meaning then is, that those cities shall be watchful, and stand upon their guard, and shall fight against a king, which if it hath already come to pass in the civil wars, or shall happen hereafter, I cannot affirm. English. A little before a monarch be killed Castor, and Pollux shall appear, and a comet in the ship, the public brass, by land and sea shall be emptied, Pisa, Ast, Ferrar, Turin, countries forbidden. Not. The meaning of this is, that a little before a monarch be killed, Castor and Pollux 2 meteors so called, as also a comet in that constellation of the heavens, called the ship of Argos, and the public brass, that is, the cannons by land and sea shall be emptied, and these towns of Italy, viz. Pisa, Ast, Ferrar, Turin, shall be excommunicated by the Pope. English. Naples, Palermo, Sicily, Syracuse, new tyrants, lightnings, celestial fires, army from London, Ghent, Bruxelles, and Sucy, a great hecatomb, triumphs, and feasts. Not. There is nothing difficult but the word hecatomb, which is a Greek word, signifying a sacrifice of 100 oxen. English. The camp of the Temple of the Vestal Virgin, not far from Athene and the Pyrenean Mountains, the great conduit is driven in the clockbag, rivers overflown in the north, and the vines spoiled. Not. There is so many faults in the impression of this, and so hard to be rectified, that I had rather leave it to the liberty of the judicious reader, than make myself ridiculous in not giving him satisfaction. English. A new rain, sudden, impetuous, shall suddenly hinder 2 armies, stone, heaven, fire, shall make the sea stony, the death of 7 shall be sudden upon land and sea. Not. The first 2 verses signify, that a sudden and impetuous rain shall hinder 2 armies from fighting. The 2 last verses foretell several prodigies, the which happening, 7 persons shall suddenly die upon the sea and land. English. Newcomers shall build a place without fence, and shall occupy a place that was not then habitable, they shall at their pleasure take fields, houses and towns. There shall be famine, plague, war, and a long arable field. Not. This is so plain, that it needeth no interpretation. English. Brothers and sisters shall be made slaves in divers places, and shall pass before the monarch, who shall look upon them with attentive eyes. They shall go in heaviness, witness their chin, forehead, and nose. Not. This is obvious to the meanest capacity. English. The ambassador that was sent in biremes, in the middle way shall be repulsed by unknown men. From the salt to his succor shall come 4 triremes, ropes and chains shall be carried to Negerpont. Not. Bireme is a galley that hath 2 ranges of oars, trireme is one that hath 3 ranges. The meaning then of this is, that an ambassador shall be sent in a galley with 2 ranges of oars, and that he shall be met in his way by unknown men, that is, pirates. There shall come to his succors from the salt, that is, from the French 4 triremes, that is 4 galleys, every one having 3 ranges of oars, but they shall all be carried to Negerpont, an island belonging to the Turk. English. The camposcope shall go from Europe, and shall come near the drowned island. From Arton shall go an army by sea and land. By the navel of the world a greater vice shall be substituted. Not. The author hath darkened the stanza with so many barbarous words, as camposcope, drowned island, darton, navel of the world, that it is very like either he did not understand himself, or would not be understood by others. English. Birds, driven away by a bird. Soon after that, the prince is come to his own. Although the enemy be driven beyond the river, he shall be seized upon without, by the trick of the bird. Not. The meaning of this is, that many courtiers, called here palace birds, shall be just let out of favor by another principal bird, that is a great courtier, as soon as the prince shall come to his own. The 2 last verses seem to foretell that the said principal courtier shall seize upon the prince, notwithstanding that some succor shall come to his help, which shall be beaten back beyond the river. English. Wild beasts for hunger shall swim over rivers, most part of the field shall be nearest her. Into an iron cage he shall cause the great one to be drawn, when the child of German shall observe nothing. Not. Ister is a river. German is a proper name of some considerable person, whose son shall not observe or take notice when that eminent person mentioned here shall be drawn into an iron cage. English. The garrison of strangers shall betray the fort, under the hope and shadow of a higher match. The garrison shall be deceived, and the fort taken in the crowd. Lawyer, Sohn, Rosen, Gar, shall do harm to death. Not. There is no difficulty but in the last verse, where you must observe that Lawyer, Sohn, Rosen, and Gardon, which for the verse's sake is contracted into Gar, are rivers of France, which are threatened here of overflowing, and causing the death of many people. English. Because of the favor the city shall shew to the great one, who soon after shall loose the battle, that the sin shall pour blood into the pow, of blood, fire, dead, drowned, by edgeling. Not. This is plain, if you observe that the Sin is a river of Italy, and the Pau another, into the which the Sin runneth. English. The divine word shall be struck by heaven, so that he shall proceed no further. The secret of the close keeper shall be so closed up, that people shall tread upon, and before it. Not. By the divine word, you must not understand the second person of the Trinity, or else all this stanza would be absurd, but you must understand a divine or theologian, called in Greek theta epsilon lambda omicron gamma omicron, which signifieth a divine word. The meaning therefore of it is, that a theologian shall be struck by heaven, that is, shall die, so that he shall proceed no further in his work, which I suppose by the 2 last verses, was the philosopher's stone, for in the 2 last verses he saith, that the secret of the close keeper, that is, of him that wrought secretly, shall, by his death, be so closed up, that people shall tread on, and before it. English. The last, but one of the surname of the prophet, shall take Diana for his day and his rest. He shall wander far by reason of his frenetic head, delivering a great people from impositions. Not. This is concerning a false prophet, which is called here the last but one of that surname, who shall make Diana, that is Monday which is dedicated to Diana, his Sunday or Sabbath day, and so wandering to and fro in a frenetic manner, shall persuade many people to pay no taxes. English. The Oriental shall come out of his seat, shall pass over the Apennine mountains, and see France, shall go over the air, the waters and snow, and shall strike every one with his rod. Not. It is an eastern prince, who leaving his country, shall come over the Apennine mountains, which divide Italy, and come as far as France, destroying all before him. English. One that shall cause the infernal gods of Hannibal to live again, the terror of mankind. There was never more horror, not to say ill days, did happen, or shall, to the Romans by Babel. Not. This prophecy was concerning Charles V, Emperor, who sacked Rome, took the Pope prisoner, and filled it with more horror and slaughter than Hannibal did, though a heathen. English. In Campania the castellan shall so behave himself, that nothing shall be seen but fields covered with garlic, before, and after it, shall not rain for a good while, except the trees, no green shall be seen. Not. This hath a dependence upon the foregoing stanza, for Campania is the province wherein Rome is seated, and Castellan, called Campania di Roma, is the same as Castellan, because Charles V was not only emperor, but also king of Spain, the chief province of which is Castilia. Therefore the author describeth here the misery and devastation of Campania di Roma by the Castilian, who left nothing in the ground, but garlic, which is their most delicate food, and nothing green but the trees. English. Milk, blood, frogs shall reign in Dalmatia, a battle fought, the plague near Baleen, a great cry shall be through all Sclavonia, then shall be born a monster, near and within Ravenna. Not. Dalmatia and Sclavonia are countries joining to the Adriatic Sea, belonging to the Venetians. Ravenna is a city in Italy, the rest needeth no interpretation. English. In the torrent which cometh down from Verona, about the place where it falleth into the Pau, a great shipwreck, and no less in Garana, when those of Genoa shall go into their country. Not. Verona is a city in Italy, belonging to the Venetians, through the middle of which runneth a river called Adda, which falleth into the river Pau, about which place there shall be a great shipwreck, as also another in the river of Garana, which passeth at Bordeaux. The time that the author marketh, is when those of Genoa shall go into their country, that is to say, when some ships of Genoa shall come to Bordeaux. English. The mad anger of the furious fight shall cause by brothers the iron to glister at the table, to part them one wounded, curious, the fierce duel shall do harm after in France. Not. It is the short history of two brothers, who fought at the table, whereby one that was curious to part them was wounded, they afterwards fought a duel, in whose imitation many since have been fought, to the great harm of the French gentry. English. The fire shall take by night in two houses, many shall be stifled and burned in it, near two rivers it shall for certain happen, sun, arc, caper, they shall all be mortified. Not. By sun, arc, caper, he meaneth the sun being in the signs of Sagittarius and Capricornus. This prophecy was fulfilled about 90 years ago in the city of Lyon, seated upon two rivers, viz. the Rose and the Saône, for about that time several merchants coming to the fair, some went to lodge at the Silver Head, in the Street de la Granite, where being in an upper room, as they were talking of their businesses, and passing the time merrily, the fire took in the kitchen where was abundance of oil, which did burn so suddenly and so violently, that the lower part of the house was presently consumed. Those merchants that were in the upper room towards the street begun to look for their clock bags, that were locked up in a trunk, but while they were bussy about opening the trunk, the staircase fell, and the fire got into their room. Then begun they to cry for help through the windows. They would willingly have thrown themselves down the windows, but they were barred with iron, so that they could not save themselves, the house being afire on all sides. Moreover, the neighbors, taking more care of their own houses than of those strangers, did run every one to his own concerns, so that they all miserably perished. Pardon in his 3. Book of the History of Lyon, Chapter 22. English. The letters of the great prophet shall be intercepted, they shall fall into the hands of the tyrant, his undertaking shall be to deceive his king, but his extortions shall trouble him soon. Not. It is some eminent churchman, whose letters shall be intercepted, by which he intended to betray his king, therefore his actions shall be called in question, and being found guilty of extortion, he shall suffer for it. English. Of that great number which shall be sent, to succor the besieged in the fort, plague and famine shall devour them all, except 70 that shall be beaten. Not. This is so plain, that it needeth no explication. English. There shall be a great number of condemned men, when the monarch shall be reconciled, but one of them shall come to such misfortune, that their reconciliation shall not last long. Not. The words and sense of this are easy to be understood.